Hello, stay tuned with daily news from Marja'iyat TV. Daily meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. The prominent Shia Islamic jurist Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts large numbers of religious scholars, seminary teachers and students, religious experts, political figures, civil rights activists, academics, and public groups of people on a daily basis at his central office in Holy Qom. In these meetings, the visitors give reports on their activities and listen to the guidelines and advices of the Grand Jurist. The central office of the Grand Jurist hosts public visitors every day until noon prayers. Nonviolence and Cooperation writes to Arab Foreign Ministers Conference. Nonviolence and Cooperation wrote a letter to the Arab Foreign Ministers Conference reminding them of their responsibility to resolve the crisis in the region. This letter also pointed to the worsening regional situation in recent years and stated, "Undoubtedly, all Arab countries have a big responsibility to cure the region from its plagues, a responsibility to put an end to the misery of Arab nations by putting aside all futile political disputes in the region." Needless to say that this cannot be done unless by preserving the Islamic teachings and principles, because these principles invite everyone to cooperation and unity and keep them from negative interference in the affairs of other nations. Therefore, the Nonviolence and Cooperation demands the foreign ministers of Arab nations to address all regional concerns and find practical solutions to these concerns by putting aside all political differences. Hopefully, such measures will contribute to the improvement of situations in the region. Famous Shia book republished in 3,000 copies in Yemen. Following the orders of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, Imam Sadiq Charitable Institution, affiliated to the Grand Jurist, reprinted the famous Shia book of Al-Muraja'at in 3,000 copies in Yemen. Imam Sadiq Institution republished and distributed these books for free in a bid to spread awareness about the Shia culture in Yemen. Imam Sadiq Institution is only one out of many institutions of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Yemen, which offer its cultural, religious, and charitable services for more than 10 years. The precious book of Al-Muraja'at is a famous work by the late scholar Abdul Hussein Sharafuddin Musawi, who clarified on the Shia culture and its strong roots. This book is a compilation of discussions exchanged in letters between the author and Sheikh Salim al-Bishri, who was the head of Al-Azhar University in 1913. This book is praised by many great Shia scholars due to its objective approach, depth, concise language, and the strength of its arguments. Representative of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi takes part in anniversary of Al-Banin. Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash, the representative of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, participated in commemoration ceremonies in Biqa government in Lebanon. This ceremony was held at the Ahlul Bayt Hall, which was attended by groups of believers. Also, Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash participated in a question and answer session in the end of these ceremonies. Director of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center visits Shaheed Mihrab Institute in Baghdad. Mr. Ahmed Aufi Saadi, the director of Baghdad Cultural and Islamic Center, visited the Preaching Institute of Shaheed Mihrab in the Iraqi capital Baghdad. In this visit, Mr. Saadi met with Dr. Abbas al-Isawi, the director of Shaheed Mihrab Preaching Institute. The latest developments of the world of Islam, the expansion of relationships between religious and cultural institutes in Baghdad, and increasing cultural services to civilians were among the topics discussed by both sides. Public Relations Manager of Karbala Cultural Center meets Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom. Mr. Basim al-Mujahid, the Public Relations Manager of Karbala Cultural Islamic Center, met with Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi at his central office in Holy Qom, Iran. This meeting was a briefing session of the activities by Karbala Cultural and Islamic Center and its other branches in cities of Baghdad, Diwaniyah, and Hilla. Furthermore, the Public Relations Manager of Karbala Center listened to the advices of the Grand Jurist. Karbala Cultural and Islamic Center is affiliated to the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Iraq.